Hello and welcome to South Bend, Indiana. It is a beautiful afternoon here at the campus of Notre Dame, and we are excited to bring you the Notre Dame versus Marian JV rugby game. Down here on the field, I'm Henry Lytle, and I'm joined by Claire DeMayo. It's going to be a great afternoon here in Stinson Field. What do you expect to see today?
Absolutely. Well, coming off win against Wisconsin last week, again, this JV team has seen a lot of good playing time since their week 1 struggles. They managed to beat Wisconsin 31-14 last time, and then last time they were at Stinson, just absolutely smashing Trine 74-14. So a lot of good things coming for this team. Again, just making sure that the defense is coming off the line and launching fast, and then on offense they have a lot of speed, so getting the ball onto the outside to the wings and letting them run, do what they do best. They played a very physical game against Trine last time they were at home, so again, just capitalizing off of their speed and using that momentum to carry them through.
Yeah, and it seems like the more time this team is going to have together, the stronger they're going to be. And I think we're really seeing that as the competition starts to ramp up as well. And yeah, it's a big game, a triple header for Notre Dame rugby today, playing I think 3 different Marian teams tonight.
Let's go Irish! 2 different Marian teams, and then Grand Valley State later. We will be covering this game and then handing it off to NCR to do the broadcast for Game 2, and then we will be back with you for Game 3, which will kick off around 8:45.
As we get ready for this game, you can hear the marching band in the background there as they prepare for future weekend sporting events, but it sure is. It's going to be a great game today. The weather's nice, not too windy. And yeah, Notre Dame setting up now, set to receive this.
Notre Dame coming off another win. Let's see how they can respond to what Marian puts up.
Yeah. Wait, oh, that guy's hiding in the back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here he comes.
And there in the middle is Boo Huntington with the ball, getting ready to kick off.
Ready for the clock? Yep.
And this one does not go 10, so Notre Dame will take over at midfield.
Quick turnover, not the way you want to start there.
Yeah, not a great kick right from the get-go, so Notre Dame offense now has the opportunity off the scrum to make some plays happen. Again, a lot of speed out on the wings, so it's a matter of getting 1-2 passes to the outside and making some runs.
Definitely. First scrum of the game here. Here it comes in. Looking like the Irish have it. Steven swings it out wide.
Irish win the scrum, kick it out wide, but knocked on.
And so there's a knock-on on that play right there. Right idea by the Irish, trying to get it out wide, and again trying to take off with it on the outside, but couldn't quite get a grasp on it. And now setting up our second scrum of the day, this time to the Knights.
Yep, it seemed like Jack Quinn just lost possession there a little bit. And now set for the second scrum.
Hey Nick, it's Tom in the press box. Yeah, so which
So
one is your
here-
type camera? Camera 1 or 2?
Here it comes. Into the Knights.
Okay,
The
this
Irish
should
getting
be
great
fired up.
push.
Yeah. So
That
like, see
scrum
where the
is
two
twisting
10-meter lines
around.
are?
Looks like that there's a bit of
If
a
that could be the outside
mismatch
of it,
there
like that's
on
the-
that
where the
scrum.
screen
The
is.
Irish forwards with with a big drive to send
'cause
it spinning.
There's no effect.
Yeah, that's what you want to do. Good push up front.
Keep
So
going.
they will redo the scrum now.
Keep going. Yeah, there you go. So try to keep all the plays like that in the tight shot. The wide shot looks good, and the 2 sideline cameras are fine. Okay, bye.
And another good push by the Irish forwards.
Ball comes back
Really
out of
showing
the
their
scrum.
physicality early into this
Let's try that
match.
again.
Again, the ref not quite liking what he's seeing right there.
No, and it seems like the Irish are just not making it easy right now for the Knights. They're really going to have to work up front, and it seems like, yeah, Notre Dame, they've got some serious size in onto these scrums.
Just get a ballpark and then it'll make it really specific what it sounds like.
And down on the field here, more and more fans rolling in for Notre Dame. It's a big weekend for the Central Michigan game. Families coming in to watch some rugby, some football, and I'm sure some students will be here even later as well. Here come the Knights now.
Good line speed.
And out to Huntington.
Good offload as
Yeah.
he changes direction, tries to cut through the defensive line.
Big run. From
Knights
number
making some
72,
progress
Huntington.
here. So they're just working through the middle, this Irish defense.
Hey, get the
Another
legs, get the
physical
legs.
run by the Knights, trying to power their way up through the field.
And now it's, I think,
Pass dropped and picked up by Notre Dame. But
So
one
they
point
will
penalty
call that back.
advantage For not rolling
Not
away.
rolling
in the
away
tackle.
is the call against the Irish, and so
Okay.
the Knights will have the opportunity now to restart play. And it looks like they will
Knights
try
off
and kick
to
for ground.
kickoff.
not a bad kick.
It'll be a Knight line out.
So they advance it there.
About 10 meters
This will
out
set up
from
a
the
line
22.
out just past the, or just before the 22, excuse me. So the Knights putting themselves in good field position. Gained a lot of territory off of some Notre Dame miscues as they grab that down.
Good line
And here the Knights come back, swinging it around.
speed. Legs.
Damon
Good line
Gray
speed by the Irish.
gives it back out, and now it looks like the
Nice
Knights
kick out
are
wide.
spreading it out to the outside. Irish defense holding strong, though.
Tackle on torsos. Could have been forward.
Bit of a bounce.
Man.
Looks like that one could have moved forward a little bit, but refs say play on. And now here
That's it.
comes
Big
Alex
pass to the big
Bacali.
guy.
And I think he loses that one. That was
Ball knocked on
Evan
first
Morrison.
By Marian, then by the Irish. Notre Dame
So
scrum.
there will be a scrum here at the 10 after a series of knock-ons. This one going to the Irish, so they have another opportunity off of set play to really swing it out wide and start generating some offense.
Yeah, I think they just need to spread it out a little bit.
Scrum caps, 'cause it-
Maybe slow down this pace of the game. Try to control the ball a little more.
So I want to get one of them on a spread.
But I will say, Claire, the defense looked really strong there.
Absolutely, and Marian is bringing a lot. They have some physical forwards that can really make you work. So again, taking up space off the launch, getting up early as a line, staying disciplined on defense will really serve them well.
How about that?
And it looks like Marian got this one back.
Marian steals the ball in the tackle.
Yep, and just playing physical. It looks like there's about 3 or 4 guys in there that are over
Nice try to play
220
fast,
pounds
though,
that are
lose
really
the
getting
ball.
some
Recovered
push
by
up
the
front
Irish.
that
Number
are tough to
13,
bring
Jack
down.
Brandon.
Oh, here the Irish get it back there.
That's it. That's it.
And there's a long kick.
Kicks deep.
A really nice kick.
Get him. Get him.
And
As
the
here comes a
counter.
long kick for Marian. taken back away by the
Number
Irish
4, Collie Erden.
as Colin Erden fights for some possession.
Go, go.
Back to Rocco Perry. Out to Elliott.
Yes.
And Schnaffner is
Oh, that was hard.
taken down hard.
That was a good cut right there by Schnaffner, getting on the inside and avoiding getting into touch.
Get physical.
Yeah, the Irish trying to spread it out a little bit more, but it looks like Marian got it back.
Away by number 10,
Another
Peter
strong
Munson.
defensive play.
Ball security is going to be
Ref
a
calls a
very,
penalty for holding on to the ball.
very
Quick
interesting
tap.
thing to look out for here. We've seen many
There goes Patrick
turnovers.
Jennings.
Unfortunately for the Knights, they were called for not releasing, so Notre Dame getting another opportunity on offense. But
Ball
again,
knocked
just
on
knocking it
into
on
right.
once more. So Marian again
Marian
recovering.
scrum.
This will set up another scrum.
Okay.
Yeah, you gotta love the effort by some of these Notre Dame guys. Really fighting for that one.
Yeah, they're looking a little jumpy right now. Very eager to get on that ball, and that's been good. Again, you know, taking up room and pushing the pace, but again, a little bit of cleanup here and there with those turnovers. Make sure you're protecting the ball. That will really
Big
help
push
clean
from
up
the
some of
Irish
these
scrum.
mistakes and get some more drives going.
Yep.
It looks like
Knock on in the
Another
scrum.
one. another knock on.
Irish will have a chance inside their own 22. Inside the
Yeah, still the
Marian 22.
Irish here. Is the Knights looking to hold them here within the just past the 22, right?
Yeah, and again, with these scrums, the Irish forwards have seemingly been very dominant. You can tell by just the way that the scrum is twisting around. So the Marian front row especially needs to give a big push to counter that Irish attack right there.
There we go. Trying to get some good
Irish
push.
win the scrum.
Right in there.
As
Go, 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 go.
Big first carry.
there the Irish go. A huge carry
Number
there
21,
for Drake Schaffner. As they're still wrestling around for it. Here come the Irish. Out to the side.
Get over him, Rocco. There we go. Here we
Close there. And then Colin Erden fighting.
Irish
Not
knocked
quite.
on the door, but Marian
quite to the
rolled
line.
it up.
I'll tell you what, it looks like it's pretty difficult to break through 3 or 4 defenders.
I was gonna say, yeah, that goal line defense around the
This is
5
what
is
it's all
looking
about
pretty
when you
solid
go
so
on.
far. But again, they're clumping up a little bit, so using the speed as they swing it out, see what they can do.
Patrick Jennings tried to fight it in. Nowhere to go.
Let the man eat.
And
That's a
he
try for the
muscles his
Irish.
way in for
Oh,
the
there it
try.
is.
First points
Couldn't
on the
tell if they
board.
called
It's
something off there,
5-0
but no, it was a
Yeah.
physical play in there by Patrick Mulligan, I believe, who got the try for the Irish.
Absolutely, the Irish going up 5-0 with just under 30 minutes left in the half. And again, that was a very strong run, finding the gap, shifting a little bit, switching direction, and managing to sneak one in for the Irish to open up scoring.
Yeah, that's a good way to start. Have success on the goal line. A long possession there. So they're able to take off some time and really get some good push up front. Here comes the kick.
go. Good.
And it looks like it will
Yeah.
not
No good.
be
Looked like it was
good.
wide left.
Yep. So it remains 5-0 here at Stinson with the Irish up, opening up scoring for this match. And so they will set up to receive the
Tom is
kick
number 2,
once
right?
again.
Is his name Tom?
Number 2.
Or on our side there.
That is Damon.
Yeah, Now's Marian's chance. You know, they looked good on that last offensive possession, but
Okay.
they struggled to break through Notre Dame's front line there, especially as they got closer to the
Much
the
better
line there.
kick for Marian.
Kick received well by the
Definitely.
Looks like Notre Dame breaking a tackle or two, trying to get some more offense going.
And Danny Mindler had that one. Irish swinging it around.
And they will be called for a forward pass
That's
there
what I was
on
gonna
the
say.
wing. So Marian gets the ball.
Oh, I thought he went.
Yeah, I think the Irish are definitely looking a little eager right now.
Absolutely. They saw that space and they were definitely going to go for it.
Yep.
But again, just cleaning up the little things here and there. So Marian gets the ball back just outside their 22, and very good position for them to start getting some attack going.
We'll see. This is probably the best field position they've had so far, so we'll see what they can do with this scrum.
Looks like they're getting the ball out early. Good push and much more improved scrum by Marian.
Definitely.
And they will call that advantage for the high tackle.
And it looks like still fighting just past the 22 are the Knights. Big drive there for Corona. We'll see if the Knights can get it out to this right side of the field.
A lot of short, quick passing. And
Definitely.
they will be called back for the high tackle. So the Irish will be back 10 deep into their own territory. And once again, Marian in good position.
Well, and you know that high tackle hurts once you get closer and closer to the try. So we'll see if this Irish defense can hold. They've looked strong, and even on that possession, after the penalty, the defense was still able to push the Knights back. So.
And it looks like here Marian will opt to kick the ball for points. If they make this, they get 3 points. Looks like Notre Dame might put some chasers on the kick.
I think that'd definitely be a wise decision, but we'll see. Marian's kicking looked great pregame. Looks up, and
it's no
no
good.
good. Wide right.
Kick is no good.
Notre Dame grounds the ball.
Tap down in the try zone. We'll have a 22 dropout.
So the Irish will take the ball on the 22.
Not a bad decision by Marian there. Take your points, but they weren't able to hit the kick now, and now it's Irish ball after a strong possession.
Once again, Marian being granted opportunities off the penalties, but not quite able to turn it into points just yet. So let's see what they got on this next attack.
Irish take him down quickly. Here come the Knights. It looks like they're kind of stacking up in bunches here.
Notre Dame will be called for not rolling away. So they are back 10.
Big tackle.
Sam Stevens was trying to fight that one through.
Marian getting a big stiff arm.
That was a nice stiff arm from Patrick Matthews. There's Corona fighting.
Irish defense won't budge.
A nice move there from Morrison. And
Marian's
it looks like
giving,
that was a forward one.
it'll be a knock-on right there.
It'll be a Notre Dame
Committed
scrum.
by Marian, so the Irish get the ball. It'll be a scrum down to the Irish.
And just good presence by the Irish being there. I think a little bit of pressure might have forced that fumble as he knocked it forward.
Yeah, the Irish defense getting up, launching early as a line, taking up the space, putting on the pressure, and forcing Marian to really pop those passes before they're even ready.
Here come the Irish. Long kick there for number 9, Curran.
Go.
That's just going to keep going. And
Looks like Marian
That looked like a
grounded the ball
Looked like a
in the
ball
try
knocked
zone.
backwards by Marian and scored by the Irish.
The refs will decide what will come next.
well, it was great hustle by the Irish.
Absolutely, getting multiple chasers on that kick.
Yep.
Looks
Goal
like
line
they
dropped
will
out.
drop that out from the goal line.
Well, what a kick.
Referee
That thing
said
went.
the
That
ball
thing was.
placed
That thing was
down
booted.
by the
It
Marian
flew
defense.
for sure. Again, the kicks opening up the play, opening up the space for something to happen, especially when it gets congested.
Well, this kick, nice bounce for the Knights. With the Irish still back with the ball.
Go.
And
Go.
here he comes through the middle.
With him.
Big run from James Jordan down
James
inside
Jordan on the
5.
run. That was an explosive run as he just kind of caught the Knights off guard.
Absolutely, and you'll see that a lot from Jordan. He's shown a lot of flashes of speed in the last few
Another
games, so
strong run by Collie
good
Erden.
chase right
Irish
there
are
and
knocking on the door.
running it down almost all the
Fancy
way.
passing out to
Here
the
come the
wing.
Irish back out to the outside, fighting towards the
Great tackle
toward the
on
line,
edge.
but
And looks like they will
Yeah.
be forced
By the
out
Marian
within the
defense,
5.
the Irish out of bounds. We'll
Schaffner
have a
couldn't
line
quite
out
get
for
there.
the Knights.
And good defense by the Knights, holding strong.
Absolutely. Yeah, what a great defensive stop by the Knights to avoid the try on the outside. The Irish had the right idea again. 1-2 quick passes out to the wing. Couldn't quite squeeze it in, but excellent effort on both sides. The Knights getting lucky on this
Short
one.
pass to the front man. does
Well,
not
and
go
you saw the
5 meters.
Irish, they attacked some of the space there,
Free
and that
kick,
left
short arm
that left
penalty.
room on the outside for some of those
Irish
guys to
looking
get
back to
open
go.
and fight toward the line.
Now another goal line defensive stand for the Knights coming up as the Irish get into the 5.
Looking strong here as Mulligan tries to fight towards a try,
Big go,
and
that's
it
down.
looks like
Irish scored
they
their
will
he's
second
score.
of the game.
I believe number 6 Rocco Perry with that one.
Perry.
Absolutely, and just quick right there by the Irish with the pick and go.
Notre Dame 10,
Right off the
Marian
ruck,
0.
just muscling their way in through traffic. They go up 10-0 with just under 20 minutes left in the half.
And just a good effort by Perry, going low and diving towards the try. This Notre Dame now a chance to get some more points off the kick.
Absolutely, and this one looks like it'll be at a bit of a nicer angle.
Definitely.
Yeah,
I will say it's been a little windy
number
the
5
past few days, and today it doesn't look like there's any wind, so
Absolutely.
shouldn't be an issue
Been very beautiful today.
for Jennings on the kick. And the ball just fell off the tee, so maybe it's a little bit of an announcer's curse up here.
Yeah, we're sitting pretty in our AC press box, but yeah, it looks like they will reset for the kick.
Here's Jennings, and
That's
And
good.
it looked good, and it is.
All right,
Good
so
play
the
by
Irish
Jennings.
go up 12-0 on Marian, and they will once again be set up to receive.
And that whole possession was really set up by Jordan's long run early that pushed the ball inside the 22, and from there the Irish were just able to slowly chip towards the try.
Absolutely, and again, Jordan's been so good.
Irish set up to
He
receive the ball yet
really
again.
uses his speed to his advantage. It's hard stopping him, especially when he can make you miss. And again, in that moment of hesitation, it's all you need to make a play.
Absolutely, and he's done a good job defensively as well, holding up some of that back line.
That's it.
And now another strong run. Colin Erden,
It's getting intense in the runs.
as the Irish looking to push back again, close towards midfield. It's getting physical there on those lines. As you saw Zach Phillips fly about 5 meters. Oh, and here comes Jordan. He's got space towards the middle. No one's gonna get him, and he punches that one in for the try. A beautiful run from Jordan.
Absolutely, and again, so impressive with the speed. He also is able to see the space extremely well, and when he takes off, there's no catching him.
Definitely, and he had so much space. He went back to the middle to set up the easier kick.
Absolutely.
Just a good play.
Yeah, excellent there. Again, no catching him as soon as he takes off.
Well, it seems like the Irish are starting to take control this one. They've really had some strong possessions in the past 10 minutes or so. And they've looked sharper on offense.
Absolutely. You know, after the first few drives, they've really settled in. Again, pushing the pace, but not in like a frantic way. More just, getting comfortable with the schemes, finding the space, and playing their game very well. The momentum's definitely on their side.
And here's Jennings once again. Kick is up, and it looks good. It is.
The Irish go up 19-0. About midway through the first half.
Yeah, now it's going to be up to the Knights to respond. They had one possession that was close towards the 5, but since then they've struggled to really get it in, and opting for that kick earlier, missing also hurts.
For sure. Again, they've gotten good looks, especially with some of the Irish penalties and mistakes that have put them into good positions. So haven't quite been able to capitalize that, as this will be knocked on by the Irish. But again, just trying to spread the offense a little bit further out, a little bit deeper, and try and get some runs in.
Marian has a chance here.
Well, a little mistake, and now Marian back with the ball.
Scrum down to Marian. And again, off the set play, let's see what they have in store. The defense of the Irish has been very disciplined, so.
And Marian just got a chance here to attack some of this open space. Put some pressure on the Irish early as that one dropped. And it looks like Schaffner was fighting for that one. But
Yeah.
Irish get it back now.
Yeah, Marian just knocked that on, but they will play out the advantage.
We'll see. As Jennings brought down, it's going to be knocked on, as you said.
Notre Dame will
Back
have
for
the
the
ball in
Irish.
scrum.
So another scrum down. And another opportunity for the Knights. Their scrums have looked a lot better since the first couple at the very beginning of this match. Excuse me, this one goes to the Irish.
But as you were saying, yes, the Knights' scrums have been looking much stronger. Notre Dame has not had the push that they got those first 3 or 4 scrums, where they were able to move that front line.
Absolutely.
Here come the Irish with space, and that one is going to be
Picked
knocked on.
off.
It
by
is
the
gonna be
Knights.
picked off.
Knocked on.
Good play, but it's going to be knocked on, and
Looks like
Irish
the
are
Irish will be
offside.
called for diving over.
okay.
So again, very eager Irish defense. Little jumpy.
The kick is up, and it's going to be
Number 18, Jacob Carroll takes
just
the touch.
advanced forward.
The Knights will have a line out inside.
So this
the
will
Notre
set
Dame
out
22.
the line out for Marian. And again, looking good in terms of field position. So let's see what they can do off this set play to try and get some points going, get on the board, make this a little bit more competitive.
You know, you start with one try, and things can start to get rolling, especially if you find some offensive plays here that can get you going. And yeah, now a chance for a set play. We'll see what the Knights can come up with. That was a strong line in, and just a physical battle in the middle. The Knights looking, that one's bobbled,
Keep going backwards.
and it's going to be
and
knocked
knock
on.
Notre Dame ball.
And so another scrum down to the Irish, and again, Marian struggling a little bit with these dropped passes. Not really sure why they're not connecting, but you know, it's just a matter of, you know, looking for that person and getting from A to B. There's been a lot of drop passes which have created opportunities for the Irish, and they're good off these set plays. They know how to work the space, and so not doing the Knights any favors here, but they get on that one early.
Well, and that was some aggressive defense. Here's some space now for the Irish. Number 13 breaking away, Jack Quinn.
Tripped up by
He's
the
going to be
third
tripped
monster
up,
in
though,
midfield.
by some recovering Knights defenders. Another turnover for the Knights, and the Irish able to get some good field possession.
Bob Euchre here behind the mic.
Erden fighting forward
I like it. I like it.
past the 50.
It could be like your signature catchphrase.
We'll see if the Irish can swing it out to one of these edges. There's a lot of
Taken by
traffic
the
towards the
Knights.
middle right
Looks
now.
like the
Penalty for
Irish
holding
will
on
be
to the
called.
ball in the ruck.
Will be Marian ball. I'm not sure what the call was there, but
Ball bounces its way into touch.
and that one bounced in touch.
So
Another
it'll
line
be a
in.
line out to the Knights. And again, they're getting these opportunities, so if you can make one or two quick passes out, you can get into space and really use that speed to get past the defensive line that the Irish are bringing. Again, faced with another opportunity to make some things happen.
And what I'd say now is, you know, if you're the Knights, trying to eliminate some of those bobbles and some of those turnovers could really be a game changer. As a strong run, a physical play by number 17, Johan Victoria.
Johan Victoria for a big run.
Oh my, what a hit.
Big run by
DeJuan Gray just absorbs that one. The Knights, they're starting to attack a singular Irish defender and just run with that passion earlier.
Extracurricular activity.
It looks like it got a little bit physical, and some
We'll go back to that original
extracurriculars
advantage.
were thrown as
Clean it up out there,
Nick
guys.
Babick got tangled up with an Irish defender. Another kick in touch.
This one will
Great
land
kick
at
in the
about
touch.
the
You got lined
5,
up on the
so
5-meter line. for the night.
Here we go. This is Marian's best opportunity of the day.
Marian University knocking on the
Absolutely
door.
gifted to them by some of the Irish miscues.
And Marian, I'm not sure if we mentioned earlier, but Marian from Indianapolis, Indiana.
Marian fans out here in big numbers.
The undergrad enrollment is about 2,500 students, and there's plenty of Marian fans here. Plenty of people made the trip, as well as the varsity teams playing later. So a big section down there cheering them on as they lose that one back to the Irish.
Absolutely, and the Irish just getting on that overthrow there off the line out.
On the 5-meter line.
That one bobbled though in the end zone, so
Yeah, so Marian will get the ball back off another scrum at the 5 meters. Another good look for them. Let's see if they can punch this one through and get on the board.
here they go. This is with 7:20 here left in the first half. Best chance at a try. See if the scrum can get some good push.
Are those kids from the one house going to come down and have Irish painted on it?
Oh,
There they go, fighting. Irish looking to move this Marian pile right now. Here they come. A physical run by number 6. That is Hayden Nettrell that gets it in for the Knights. Their first try of the game.
Wow, the Marian pack travels well. A lot
say
of
there's
representation out here.
There's definitely more Marian fans than Irish fans right now. They were.
I got a flag and everything. Yeah, that was an excellent run right there off that set play. Taking the strong side, finding a gap, and just muscling their way in. 19-5 here at Stinson. Hopefully the momentum will swing back the other way for the Knights, but again, faced with a bunch of different opportunities and finally punching one through, setting up hopefully what's a easier kick to is closer to the middle.
Here comes the kick. Up and looks good. Good work by the Knights, and now down 12. So we'll see. They're gonna have another opportunity with just over 5 left in the first.
And yeah, now the Knights are set up to receive, only down 2 possessions. So if they can quickly turn around this one, they make it a 1-possession game. But again, seeing a lot of opportunity there for the Knights. And to the Irish's credit, even though a lot of their mistakes has come in the Knights' favor, I mean, their defense has mostly held up pretty well. Just the Knights sneaking one in just on that last drive.
Yep, and I think some of that was caused by some carelessness on offense. It's a breakaway run for DeJuan Gray. It's a big man to bring down. And a great pass over to Alex McCauley, who goes down, tackled from behind.
A little bit of a dummy fake right there, changing directions.
Oh, now broken away by Jordan. The active hands.
And they will
Get him with
call
that
that back
turnover.
because unfortunately Jordan was just offside.
Okay,
So an unfortunate call for the Irish, but that was an excellent opportunity right there, and the momentum that had been missing for the Knights.
Here's Gray, goes down inside the 5. He's close to a try. The Knights don't need much.
Offsides again.
Pushing up near the goal post. And it looks like they got the try. What a possession there for the Knights. A minute and a half off the clock, and they just made this thing a 1-possession game.
Absolutely, and again, just looks like they got a little more pep in their step now. It is 19-12 here at Stinson. Just needed 1 minute to hustle down the field. Got a little bit of help from the Irish offsides, but they are coming storming back now.
And that whole possession was set up by a strong run from DeJuan Gray. He got a pass. He found some space, and he just kept fighting.
Absolutely, and he got a little shifty with his footwork too.
Oh, yep.
Always good to see a forward take it almost to the house. I mean, that was excellent play right there.
Yeah, a big 4 of those tough to bring down as they knock in the kick after. So 5-point game right now.
Absolutely. All of a sudden, it's anyone's game. 3 minutes left here in the half.
You could lift again?
And Claire, how do you think the Irish can respond here? 3 minutes left.
Absolutely. Well, they're kicking off now, so again, putting that extra effort, trying to lock up on defense. A lot of these looks, a lot of these opportunities they've given to the Knights after having so much momentum on their side. These little miscues here and there with the knock-ons, the offsides, so just cleaning these little things up will probably serve them well as the Knights ground it in their own end zone.
And a much better kick there compared to the last one. So the Irish doing a good job.
Yeah, and they were fast on that launch. The Knights not quite seeing what they wanted to, so they just decided to ground it in their own try zone. So they will have the ball at midfield off the scrum.
Good thing the ref knows the rules.
Well, here's the scrum with 1:45 left.
Man, the Marian scrum has really come along even just in this half. You can see it's a lot more stable now.
Yep, and some of those guys in the middle of the scrum have kind of repositioned themselves for Marian. I'm not sure where they've been pushing from, but it has really been working.
Yeah, getting an initial first drive, getting low, making sure you're pushing. Looks like Notre Dame was pushing too early, and so they will be penalized for that. So another Irish miscue.
1 minute to play.
Yeah, that one hurts a little bit. Notre Dame continuing to show a little bit of inexperience, and yeah, another penalty.
This one will be kicked into touch. So another opportunity for the Knights in decent field position as well.
Now a line out.
That's not a thing. They will keep playing until the clock.
Line out
they
is
keep
not straight.
playing until the clock expires, but the ball has to be dead, kind of like with the ball. If that makes sense.
And it looks like clock ticking inside 10 seconds. It's going to stay,
For a scrum.
or it's going to be Irish scrum.
Clock has hit zeros. This will be the last phase.
Yep,
So
it
they
is.
will keep playing until someone decides to kick it out, but I anticipate they're going to make a run. You can see the backs spread out kind of deep in the backfield.
And you can see Jordan on the far right side of your screen. The ball's going to have to get in his hands if the Irish want a quick opportunity. Good push in the scrum.
Go.
And taken down quickly is Schaffner. Irish looking to bring it around towards this right side.
A lot of room on that side as they kick it away.
Jack
And
Green
that will
kicks
end the
ball into
half.
touch. That will be the half.
Well, a good first half from both teams. The Irish jump out to a quick 19-point lead, but the Marian Knights able to fight back, score a couple tries in a row, and now it's anyone's game right now as we prepare for the second half.
Notre Dame Rugby
We'll be right back.
from
let us know.
The Irish are set to kick it away.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to South Bend, Indiana for the second half of the Notre Dame versus Marian rugby game here on Stinson Field. It was a good first half, a strong start for Notre Dame, jumping out to an early 19-point lead, but the Knights fought back, scored 2 tries, and gained some offensive momentum to really close the first half.
Absolutely. It's been a very, very exciting match, especially in the last 10 minutes of the first half. You had the Irish off to a very strong start, scoring on multiple drives. Marian getting good looks, but not quite seeming to get onto the board. But then in the last, say, 10 minutes of the half, you've seen Marian storm back, and it looked like at the end the momentum really swung their way. They've closed that gap to 5 points now, so really just anyone's game as they are set to receive for this second half.
Yep, and Marian, it seemed like they really started to find how they wanted to play the game, finding almost the identity within this team of winning, winning at the line and fighting in those scrums. They really turned some of those scrums around, looking a lot stronger towards the end of the first half.
Absolutely, and hopefully during the half, both teams having the opportunity to make adjustments. Notre Dame, really these little mistakes leading to penalties are hurting them a lot, putting Marian into good position. We saw a lot of that as the reason why they were able to, get into the position that they were in on the field to get some good looks and punch some points through. And then for Marian, again, settling in. They were playing kind of frantic at the beginning, especially on the attack, making a bunch of different pop passes and dropping those, leading to turnovers. So again, just cleaning up these little things here and there as we are underway in the second half. Marian taking possession of the ball. And after a little dummy fake right there and an offload, they are brought back down within the 10.
That sounds great. Thank you so much.
And a little bit of misdirection going on as another strong run by the Knights.
Number 6, running through the line.
A physical run right there.
Yeah, the Knights starting strong here in the second half. As, again, some of these forwards up front, they see some space and they attack it. That's been the way the Knights have been able to move the ball.
Absolutely, and they're moving well on this drive. Notre Dame getting a little jumpy there on defense.
Yeah, Notre Dame really just, it seems like they're struggling to tackle some of these forwards, some of these big guys. They're using their size.
Offload away.
And number 5, Matthews, a big run for Matthews. He's got a few defenders on him as he goes down. Knights bring it inside,
And
approaching
now
the 5.
You're seeing the Knights use the offload a lot. So as they're trying to go to ground, they pop it up and keep the play alive. Haven't seen much of that so far.
Another physical run for Gray. He had that big, about 30-meter run earlier.
And Gray, again, with the little shift in direction, trying to fake some people out.
He loves that stiff arm with the left hand. Is he fighting for it
He's good
again?
at it, too.
He is. It's getting physical on this line. Knights trying to spread the Irish back out. The defense, Irish holding strong.
Jordan calling for a pull on defense.
And a physical run from Silver as he pushes toward the line, and it looks like
They will be called back.
I think it might have been an offsides call, but I'm not sure.
And it looks like it'll be, and yes, an offsides against the Irish. Marian with the opportunity to tap and go.
Yeah, the Irish defense scrambling to set up. We'll see if they can.
Quick tap from the 9.
Sam Stevens couldn't get toward the try there.
Stuffed right there on the line.
Knights go for the pick and go.
Knights.
And they put
Looks
it
like
down.
it'll be a try.
They got the try. Wow.
We're all knocked
Well, some
out.
quick offense. 3 minutes gone by, and the Knights looking very strong. The Irish are going to have some work to do.
Absolutely. They moved very well in that last phase. It is a tie game here at Stinson Rugby Field, 19 all, with a kick on the way. This one from a little bit of a further angle, so we'll see how that one is put through. But again, Marian looking a lot more confident coming out of the halftime and moving the ball very well. Again, the little mistakes, the offside there, not great for the Irish, setting them back again all the way deep into their territory. So again, these little things have to be fixed up a little bit, as that kick is a little short.
Kick online, just a bit
Yep.
short.
A longer kick that time. Wasn't as easy for the Knights to grab, but tie game.
Irish.
And you know, right now it seems like these penalties are really making a difference in the game.
Absolutely.
Notre
Again,
Dame has got they've got at least twice as many penalties as the Knights do,
for sure.
and the Knights have all the momentum right now.
Absolutely. And again, with those penalties, you're driven back 10 meters each time. And so, you know, as you are, you know, going back deeper into your territory, it makes the ground to cover a lot more. So good on Marian for capitalizing off of those mistakes, but another thing for the Irish defense to really clean up.
And a strong run for the Knights there. This Gray out to the side. Here's a breakaway for Matthews. He's got some space as he gets it past the 50, and it's in touch. For the
So a line
Knights.
out will be for the Irish as they finally get their opportunity to make some advances off of another set play.
Well, good job by the defense, getting the Knights in touch there and forcing the turnover. The first real stop that we've seen in the second half.
Absolutely. And once again, Marian
Yeah, it is. It's 2 meters.
trying to make something happen. They will have to, unfortunately, scrum down.
Scrum down, 15-meter channel.
As that throw was not straight.
So another little turnover and mental mistake there. Now gives the ball to the Knights past the 50. Well, scrum to the Knights here,
But on that last defensive play by the Irish, good on them for forcing Marian out of bounds. That sideline acting as another defender almost. So they managed to get the turnover. And looks like they will be playing advantage towards Marian.
it looked like it was a high tackle there.
Yep.
Number 16 breaks the green line.
Still playing out this advantage as the Knights is kind of hovering around this midfield line.
This pass is good.
That was a good pass.
Knights try and play
Looking
wide.
to the side, a big hit,
Big.
and it's going to be in touch for the Irish, but this will be back to the ruck here.
So another scrum down for Marian. Looking a lot stronger on the attack. The ref will talk to Tom Curran.
It looks like there's a Marian player down here. Trainers helping him out.
But Marian's attack is looking a lot stronger. They look like they are passing more intentionally, which is, you know, another adjustment that they must have made at the half, because in the beginning, again, with those little pot passes and trying to push the pace, They were leading to a lot of different drops and knock-ons, but seems that they've cleaned that up for the most part.
Definitely, and for the Irish, what hurt them early with some of those penalties is continuing to hurt them. And you know, other than a few good runs from Jordan on the side, it's been quiet for the majority of this Notre Dame offense, turning it over and being a little bit careless with some of these passes.
Absolutely. And again, it's just a matter of getting the ball back and starting to play your own game. They're pretty comfortable in running their offensive schemes. They spread out and use the space very well. They have a lot of speed, especially on the outside, and some very physical forwards that can also make good runs. So again, it's just a matter of getting back, resetting, starting again with a new phase.
And the Marian players up and walking off the field, so looks to be okay. It's going to stay Knights ball, I believe. Yeah, but now we'll see how the Notre Dame defense is going to respond. Had a good stop on the last possession for the Knights, but a little bit of carelessness, and now the Knights able to kick it past, approaching the 22.
So this ball kicked into touch after being called back for the high tackle against Notre Dame. Again, just another miscue that is putting the Knights into good position. A little trickery on that line out. Notre Dame comes down with it.
Yep, the trickery just didn't work for the Knights there as they give it back away to the Irish.
So here's a chance for Notre Dame, starting a new offensive tack.
And a good kick out towards the 22 as Jennings running with it. He's got some room, makes a cut.
Marian runs it back for about a net kick.
And another good run.
Right by big number 2.
Number 2 there, Sam Bassoni.
Penalty on the Knights.
All right, it looks like they will be called for not releasing.
Irish kick to touch.
So the Irish will kick for ground, and it goes out of touch. Or sorry, into touch.
Now another line out. The Irish have done decently well on these line outs so far.
Yeah, the last one not quite being thrown straight, but
I'm sure they'll figure that out for this time.
absolutely. Another opportunity here for the Irish.
And it looks like the Irish are going to get it. A little bit of a wrestling pile.
And it looks like Marian will be called, not releasing.
Well, good physicality by the Irish, matching some of what Marian is just bringing on their offensive possession.
So that one is kicked into the crowd.
Unfortunately, you got to give that.
They didn't appreciate that one as much as I thought. Well, and one of the fans tried to throw it like a football, and that didn't quite work.
Yeah, football, rugby, a little different.
Here's another line out. And the Knights are able to grab this one.
Good on the Knights for getting in front. They make a run.
Good play by Hemmerling to attack the space. The Knights are just doing a better job of picking where to attack this Irish defense.
Absolutely. They just chose the weak side right there, but managed to really open up the space for their attack. You see all of their backs in the line there. So they skip past this one out.
And here come the Knights.
Good pass to the edge. Gets the ball down.
Doing good work as they swing this one around. Strong Irish defense in the middle of the field, though.
This one is brought to ground.
The legs, get the
Number
legs.
1.
Oh, and a big run for the forward. Corona
Oh,
loses that one.
And again with the offload. Physical run right there by the Knights, but not quite sure who he was passing to.
No,
Trips up the runner.
he just almost lost that
Number
one.
18. Little
High
kick.
kick.
Ball received by
Irish
the
grab it. Good
Go, go,
awareness.
go.
On the wing.
Good
That's it.
awareness is here. Irish bringing it past the 22. It's going to
Ball
approach
slipped out for touch.
touchline. We'll see.
It looks like the Irish will get that one back.
Yep, I think it was hit out, or sorry, hit in touch by the Knights.
Scrum down.
Ball is ruled not going to touch by the Knights. Irish will get the ball.
Will Irish get it back?
So off that chip and chase right there,
Check that.
attempted
Yeah.
by the Knights. Notre Dame recovered the kick and was almost off to the races before being sent out of bounds.
Well, it was a good hustle by the Knights to keep up with that. Didn't allow it to turn into a big play coming off the turnover. This one's lined out, and the Irish
And the Knights end up with the
try to
ball.
get that one, unable to as the Knights grab it again. This time swung around to the left side.
That's it.
Quick
It's a
off-
good
Good
tackle.
tackle by
Good
Daniel
physical
Baptist.
tackle by number 14 there.
Ball
Yeah!
is
Scrum
Go,
collapsing,
go,
and
go!
Notre Dame has cleared the scrum.
Wow, that was another physical play by the Irish, matching what this Knights team is bringing right now.
It's a nice defensive ruck by the Irish, getting the sealer off and
Good defense by
creating the
Marian.
channel to
Stops it forward.
poach the ball from the Knights. That is the
Playing
defensive
advantage.
play that
Quick
they've
ball.
needed to get back on and
Swings it to the
start to
wing.
create another
there
opportunity
you
on
go.
offense.
And again, Daniel Baptist getting a run to the left
offload.
side
Another
as the
pass.
Irish swinging it around. A big
Good
run
play from the Irish back line.
by Mulligan.
Oh,
Oh, and he just tosses it away.
coming
Yeah,
back to
as
the advantage.
Marian applied that pressure and started holding him up. Just launched the ball, trying to get it out in haste. Thankfully for the Irish,
Ball
it'll
not
be
kicked to the
called
mark.
back
We'll slow it down.
for the initial not releasing call.
If they really let that one play out.
That could have been ugly.
Kick received in
Looks
play
like this kick
by
will
the
not go
Knights.
into touch, so Marian will
Turn, slips down.
try
Irish
to make
grab
a run,
it.
but
Yeah, it was a
Turnover ball. Irish
a
somehow get it.
good awareness and good hands there. That time by Mulligan is he's able to wrestle it
Handoff.
away.
This is the Christian Bardsley.
the Irish are getting a
down
lot
the
more
10.
aggressive in their rucks. This is the second time they've been able to poach the ball off of a defensive ruck.
Yeah, that's credited to those kinds of plays are more hustle plays. And,
Oh,
oh wow,
Doesn't go on the
that was
hands.
A bit of a blocked
Yeah.
kick going on as Marian recovers.
Crap loses the ball. We're gonna come back.
and it's
for
going to be Irish
time.
ball.
Gonna be Knights ball in the scrum.
Oh, sorry, Knights ball for the scrum. Penalty, I believe, by the Irish.
So off that knock on, the Knights will feed it in for the scrum. But in that last Little phase right there. A lot of quick-paced action.
Absolutely. And you love to see the continued hustle by the Irish, but right now it's really anyone's game, and you can see that on the field. The ball is just swinging back and forth, hovering around the 50 for both teams, and neither has been really able to get some space. Oh, here comes number 12 for the Knights.
Nice tackle
Morrison.
by the Notre Dame fullback, saving that breakaway.
That was a timely tackle as Morrison almost got past the 22. There's Gray fighting.
Dwayne Gray takes the ball. Come on, thank you. There you go.
As Bacoli just fighting towards where Gray made it. Now the Irish defense, another chance to prove themselves.
Nice recovery right there by the Knights. Pushing through all that traffic.
DeJuan Gray got that ball to the wing. Good run. Ball comes out of the ruck. Let's see what the Knights can do.
Right now it looks like the Knights have all the momentum. As a beautiful fake by Masudi as he gets the try. That was a beautiful fake to the left side as he's able to sneak through the Notre Dame line.
Absolutely. Great move right there. Just finding the gap, making a man miss. That little moment of hesitation is really all you need. And Marian has taken the lead in this one. It is 24-19 with just under 23 minutes left to play.
Yep, and a few Irish players looked a little slow to get up. Seems they're a little beat physically, but still 22 minutes left, a lot of time.
And it's crazy how fast the momentum has shifted. From the beginning of this game, it was all Irish, and since then, Marian has come absolutely storming back.
Well, the Irish just haven't been able to do anything on with possession. I mean, they've barely even made it past the 50 on offense yet. So they're gonna have to figure something out and maybe switch up the game plan.
Absolutely. And they've seen opportunities. They've managed to poach two balls from the Knights. The Knights haven't been able to poach anything. So there are flashes of, defensive plays that have resulted in good opportunities for the Irish, but again, not much on the attack.
Well, and so they're gonna have to maybe reshape this attack a little bit, as well as they try to get a stop.
Absolutely.
It all starts with a good stop and forcing a bad play from the Knights.
Yeah, off those turnovers especially.
As the Knights lead by 7, the Irish, they're gonna have to make up some ground.
Looks like it'll be knocked on.
Irish ball in the scrum.
So a scrum will happen. And it'll be to Notre Dame. And so
Well, here's your chance.
absolutely a breather here. And the time for them to reset. You can see the backs getting deep, getting depth along the back of the field.
Overstepping a bit.
So a big push by the Irish forwards, swinging it out and using the speed on the outsides will, I think, come in handy for them as they try to even this one back up.
Got blood sub or something? I don't know what it is.
Seems to be some sort of commotion. Or it's a substitution for the Irish. Not sure who's coming in. It might be Patty Ruin for the Irish, number 25. It's a big run
From Connor Mulligan.
for Mulligan.
Oh,
And
his brother Patrick, unfortunately not.
Patrick Mulligan there bobbles that one. It's going to be a scrum.
So a little bit of mistakes here and there, setting up another scrum, this time to the Knights. But again, a little surprising off that set play for the Irish. Couldn't get anything done offensively. Up to this point, they had been very strong off of those scrum plays.
They had.
Nice,
And a good kick for the Knights. One of their better kicks of the day, but the Irish come back with it. Approaching midfield as Mulligan fighting through some ankle tackles. So he breaks the 50. And it looked like a player went down hard. No call for not releasing as the Irish kick for field position. A beautiful bounce. Wow. Took a nice Irish bounce inside the 22.
And here the Knights go.
Yep, another good run.
Changing direction, finally brought down.
Boo Huntington faking right and going left. As the Knights just playing with physicality in the middle of this field.
They're playing a lot cleaner as well. Taking it phase by phase, just trying to make some strong
Oh, and the
runs.
forward with a big run.
Man, those forwards have been running.
Corona that time, he got off to through a few tackles. It's hard to bring a guy like that down. Not only is he big, but he's a physical runner.
Absolutely. And he's got some speed on him, too.
He does.
Loose ball. We're going to come back and play some advantage.
So a scrum down to the Knights for the not releasing on the Irish. The Irish have been called for not releasing quite a few times. Not sure what that's about, but
Well, it seems like both of the teams are playing physical right now. But
absolutely. Just got to keep the discipline and
definitely
let go of those tackles.
you can't get wrapped up in what's already happened.
Absolutely. So
You know, it's still anyone's game with 16 and a half left. But the Irish are going to have to turn around some defense.
Yeah. This line out will go to the Knights.
Well, some more good field position for the Knights. Here comes the line out. Rising up, and
Knights end up getting the ball on the line out.
Knights
But it's going to be a penalty.
are not able to get the ball. I think there's a penalty.
Yeah, it'll be the Irish ball. The Knights not quite getting out of the channel. So this one will be kicked into touch by the Irish, setting up an Irish line out at this point.
The Irish haven't had as much success in the second half with the lineouts as they did in the first. Was it been 2 turnovers and maybe 1 success?
Yeah. Again, the timing between the throwers and the jumpers is pretty critical here, especially when you're backed up all the way. Really just avoiding turnovers, especially backed up this deep. Bit of an overthrow there, but it will not be thrown in straight, so scrum down to the Knights.
The Knights elect for the scrum.
Well, that's the second time that's happened in about the last 15 minutes, so
Yeah.
Keep it simple
toss a couple colors.
Back to the scrum.
So we can have like
It's going to be a night scrum.
Like by volume, and then also have like the other dimension of Notre Dame versus not Notre Dame.
So if you're just joining us, about 14 and a half minutes left in this match. Marian leads Notre Dame 26-19 as they start another phase of attack.
Well, Marian, they've just kind of controlled the last 10 minutes or so of the first half, and since then they've really had the majority of this possession. Notre Dame has probably only had the ball for about 5 minutes. The rest has been Marian just trying to break through this Notre Dame defense, which they've done. As another physical run, and it's going to be fighting toward the end zone, the forward.
He looked to offload, but there was no one there. Good thing he went
just
down
did it himself.
with it.
Yep. Could have been a careless turnover, but he did not. It was
Yeah,
Seiler that
take
time.
that into contact.
And it looks like they're going to... Someone went down.
We're going to come
They
back.
will bring it back. The Irish offsides once again as the Knights close in within the 5. They've been really hurt by these offside calls.
Yep, and just undisciplined defenses towards the try. This is the third offsides. It's been close to the try. And those can each up.
Marian fans here at Stinson are absolutely hyped right now, on their feet.
They really brought a big crowd, out to support the later game.
It's rumbling. Marian playing advantage.
An advantage being called to Marian as they try and pick this one to go, and they do. Marian with another score from their forwards off the offsides. It is 31-19 here at Stinson.
And Marian
About
just
12 and a half minutes to remain.
Just multiple strong offensive possessions and able to punch in another try. Again, setting up a chance for another kick.
And after the first 20 minutes when Notre Dame looked like they were running all over them, they have come back and put themselves up 2 scores, playing with a lot of momentum, but also playing extremely clean. They are not being put off by some of the miscues and the mistakes. They're not getting ahead of themselves. They're playing very clean phases, taking the ball into contact, and finding these opportunities with a little help from the penalties from Notre Dame.
And that one is good. So another kick up and good. It's been 4 out of 5 on the kicks.
Yeah, after that missed 3-point attempt.
Been almost perfect. The only one being the kick from the 22. So strong work from the Marian Knights, and the Irish just haven't had that success, really defensively or offensively.
Yeah, after again coming out really strong, Marian has stayed composed to their credit. Just absolutely giving it to them. Still 10 minutes to play, and we saw both teams score very quickly on the drives.
It also just seems like Marian is playing more disciplined right now. They've done some of these fakes. They're able to do certain moves and fake certain plays because they've had success with those plays, and limiting the turnovers has been another major thing. They've really only turned it over once carelessly in the second half so far.
Big
knocked
kick
in
into
touch.
touch by the Knights. Put themselves at about midfield for the line out. But again, with just under 10 minutes, the Irish really are not out of this game. I mean, we've seen the way that, drives can be put together across the field in just minutes.
Well, yep, and the Knights, they scored in 1 minute earlier, so anything can happen.
Marian retains the ball.
Absolutely, just finding it within the Irish defense to stay disciplined.
Quick ball played wide.
Good tackle right there.
They took their big guys out. Yeah.
Irish defense playing stronger right now.
Absolutely.
Those forwards doing a good job.
They're great up front. And just a missed tackle there.
Big run for Matthews. Breaking one defender and a nice tackle.
Good open field.
Their fullback again coming in clutch for the Irish, stopping what could have been a break to the try zone.
Over the 22.
Forward.
Well, Claire, have you played fullback at all?
I have. And it's a lot more open field. You have to take the right angles, which the Irish have been doing.
And it looks like it's going to be another try for number 16, Owen Prosser. A physical run as the Irish back line just unable to stop him. And he takes it in for another.
Fortunately, the defense looking a little worn right now as Marian has just stepped on the gas here for the attack. Is 38-19 with the conversion kick on the way. Once again, just playing very clean, finding the gaps and slipping right through. Credit to the Irish fullback again, being the last line of defense, taking the right angles and trying to stop any major breaks, but at that point, you need a little more than that up front. So.
And here comes the kick. A little bit further this time, but well within the range for the Knights, as it is just knocked right through the middle. Now a 40-19 lead. I was not expecting this in the second half for Marian. They just looked dominant.
Absolutely. I mean, after going down, what, 19-0?
19-0, yep.
They have scored 40 unanswered. I mean, that's not something I personally would have foreseen.
No, I mean, I was not expecting that based on the way this Irish defense was playing in the beginning, but credit to the Knights. They've stepped up their intensity, and I will say it looks like they're having a fun time out there too. Those guys just posed for a picture after that. So, and you just watch the Knights when they run with the ball there, just especially one-on-one. Those forwards keep moving their feet, and so the Irish almost stop after the initial hit, and the Knights just keep running.
Yeah, they look a lot more confident on their attack again, passing with intention, not too many offloads into a general area. They're landing those, and that's serving them very well. So once again, an offsides for Notre Dame, driving them back 10 more meters. Both teams right out the bat had things to work on, had adjustments to make. Marian really showing that they've cleaned those up.
And that one in touch.
Just about as good as you can get from that kick
Defensively, the Irish
Marian will have the line out.
haven't been the best at cleaning up these little things as they were driven back for another offsides. And again, when you get into the deep territory, those penalties become extremely costly. And Marian struggled in the beginning to find the try zone, but they've had no trouble since the first 20 minutes, that's for sure.
Part of my career description.
A little bit of a fake on that line out.
Notre Dame now with the opportunity to find some space.
Well, we'll see. They're just not really getting much space up front.
That was a good launch by Marian, looking a lot more disciplined, getting up early, taking up that space.
Irish looks to exit. Kick.
A high kick.
Stays in play.
Didn't get as much distance as he would have liked,
By the
but
wing. Good.
Now some more strong running,
Thanks to the defense.
and that one's lost possession of
Loose
that
ball.
one. But as
Got
the
it by
Irish grab
Irish.
it.
An
Irish
advantage
playing
being
the
played.
advantage. And we got a penalty. The Knights not rolling
So
away.
Marian will be
Tackle.
called for not rolling away.
Have to go, bro.
So an opportunity here for the Irish,
Well,
This is-
Marian,
what they've needed.
it is, and Marian pushed back 10 meters as the Irish kicked that one in touch, and
The Irish line.
line out opportunity for the Irish. You know, if anything, these last few minutes can help the Irish clean up some of the mistakes that they've struggled with a little bit. And you know, as you were saying, the Irish playing much better against Wisconsin and some of the other teams that they've taken on since earlier this season. But you know, this game can definitely teach these guys a lot about how to continue fighting in a game
Irish get it out.
and just keep up your intensity.
Yeah, and they're going to have to work on these things and just keep building up. They've got a tough match in Ohio State next week.
Good line speed from Marian.
Here at
Ball to the
Stinson,
Irish forward
and
line.
Ohio State has given them some trouble in the past. So again, just cleaning up these little things. To their credit, they've looked pretty strong, but
Well, that will certainly be a fun
Good.
game.
Offload. Now we're coming back.
Ohio State, some more beautiful weather before it gets too cold up here. And
gets
yep.
real frigid, especially on the pitch.
Given the advantage option, we're going to like to take the one.
I think
closer
there will be
to the
another
track, to the
doubleheader
touchline.
next weekend. The JV and the
Offside,
varsity as
so
well.
Marian.
And then, of course, the football team playing on Saturday against Ohio
Irish
State as
have to
well.
go.
Yeah,
Christian
what
Martin
a
with the run.
what a weekend to look forward
Good
to for
offload,
sure.
Patrick Mulligan.
The Indiana-Ohio battle.
Are you guys both going to London?
And the Irish just fighting through the middle.
Very strong run there by the Irish.
The better runs of the second half. As a good run.
Off a
Go,
tackle.
go, go,
And he's
go,
got some
go.
space.
Three.
All the
Yeah.
way, and it looks
Can he
like
get there?
he's going to have a chance, and he's going to get the try going towards the middle as he touches it in.
Number 13.
Yeah,
Jack.
right there.
Quack,
Good
quack, quack,
run.
quack, quack.
Jack Quinn was the one on the breakaway there. Just good
Quinn.
explosiveness.
Yeah, absolutely explosive off the pass and turning the corner, finding the space, and it's a foot race at that point. Shaking off a few tackles along the way. With just under 2 minutes, it is 24 Irish, 40 Marian. And Notre Dame will have the opportunity to kick from a favorable angle.
Well, he had so much space, he was able to, get the try right behind the uprights as that one through the middle
Splits the uprights.
and almost into the parking lot
Irish are
behind.
gonna
As
come back. Not much time left. 2-score game.
only a
26-40.
minute left in this and a 2-score game, but it's good to see the Irish strike back a little bit. Show some
Yeah,
good
it
signs for the
is.
rest of the season.
Absolutely,
Maybe a minute or
it's
two
not
later,
over.
maybe.
Never is.
Yeah.
And so it's good to
The ref has the
keep the
timeout.
momentum going. They get the ball back here, so if they can turn this short drive into some points.
Well, you're right, and they might have another opportunity or two, but
Absolutely. It's not over until time has expired and the ball is dead. So still very much in this.
certainly, and if Marian makes another mistake, it could really be anyone's.
Go, go.
Fielded by fly half Patrick Jennings.
As
Don't take it
Jennings
away,
goes
keep it
down.
coming.
Irish trying to get it out to
See
the
that
side.
being out from a mile away.
And now the clock is going to hit 0, so
Gets it
probably
to
the next time
James
this ball
Jordan.
goes out.
See this.
Here's
There we
Jordan
go. Good
trying to go through a
offload.
couple. Good handoff.
Barkley. Irish reset.
Irish get a chance to reset here.
Matt Potter seals the ruck.
That one bounces.
Ball gets to Danny Mendler.
As Mendler goes, and then that's going to be the game as the refs call it, and
the ref will call not releasing.
oh, yep.
And so now Marian will kick it out into touch to end this one.
Yep, and that was just good hustle by the Marian defenders there, as another penalty is going to end this one for the Irish. And, you know, credit to the Knights. They really outplayed Notre Dame here, going 40 points unanswered until the last minute. The Irish punched one in with Jack Quinn, but
absolutely, talk about a comeback. It is final score, Marian 40, Notre Dame 26 here at Stinson.
Well, it was a beautiful day, and we thank you for joining us here on Fighting Irish Media.
And I will be back at 8:45 to broadcast the game against Grand Valley State.
And a pleasure being here. Once again, I'm Henry Lytle.
I'm Claire DeVeo. Thanks for sticking with us.